ولا ندع لديك أسيرا لا من أهل الملة ولا من أهل الذمة. We're not leaving a prisoner, Muslim or a Christian or a Jew. You free everybody, we'll leave. You're not freeing everybody, we're not taking anybody. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ادعوا الله وأنتم موقنون بالإجابة. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Why are these people mocking the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Whatever the reasons, you can group them into two categories. One, a jahl. And that's where the ulama said, we all of us, all Muslims throughout the world, we're responsible. Why? Because that is our taqseer. We're not doing our job. These people are, many of them are ignorant. Many people after what happened in Paris came out and said, Je suis Charlie. I am Charlie. They don't even have a clue. Remember the priest in Florida who wanted to burn the Quran. When he was interrogated by the FBI, did you read the Quran? You know what his answer was? He said, no. I only saw a clip on YouTube. And in the clip it said that book calls and entices people to kill others. And then there are those who hate Islam and Muslims. And for those, we just have to let them be. Let them be. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا تَسُبُّوا الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ فَيَسُبُّوا اللَّهَ عَدْوًا بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ. And insult not those whom they worship besides Allah, lest they insult Allah wrongfully. الإمام الشافعي له بيتين شعريين يقول إذا نطق السفيه فلا تجيبه. When the ignorant talks and also has ulterior motives, don't answer him. فخير من إجابته السكوت. Better to answer him is just to be quiet. فإن كلمته فرجت عنه. If you answer him, he's not going to get ready to start punching. وإن خليته كمدا يموت. And if you let him be the way he is, he will die. Figuratively. Wallah, don't think that this is bad. There are a lot of, things that are happening. What has happened after what happened in Paris? And I've got here a couple of articles by French magazines. And both of them, they say that there are increase in the amount of people, in the number of people that have embraced Islam. In the big library in Paris, the Quran was sold out. There is no copies of the Quran to be sold. In the mosque in Paris, in just a month, in just after what happened in Paris, 40 people, they have issued 40 certificates of conversions. And among them, and then they said, the imam are so puzzled. And among these, a doctor, a principal of school, and a cop, and a policeman. And then there is an 18-year-old girl, she said, I am doing this because I want to show everybody that Islam is not what they're talking about. You all know also the guy from Holland, Arnold van Doorn. Remember, he was an Islamophobe, he made a movie and all of that. He's now a Muslim. And I read you, he just gave a speech in one of the islands in South Asia. And it's on YouTube, all of it. Why he became Muslim. And to listen to it and to see the transformation that he went through and what he's asking Muslims to do. Your responsibility, my responsibility, all of us collectively, And also to understand, he just applied to come to the US, and the authorities have denied him visa, have denied him entry to the US. Imam Ibn Taymiyyah used to say, إذا أراد الله نصر دينه هيأ له من يعارضه. If Allah wants to spread His deen, there will be people He will make people that will talk about it. And that's what's happening in the Fox News and all of these talk shows. And so, brothers and sisters, it is very important to understand that we've got a lot of work to do. First is, don't think negatively, because as one of our scholars said, thinking negatively make these problems worse. 2, al-i'tizaz bihad ad-deen. Don't be ashamed. Yes, I am a Muslim. I get offended when any prophet or messenger is ridiculed, or any religion. Yes, I respect the freedom of speech. But we have to work to develop policies so to protect religions, institutions, individuals. Freedom of speech, it doesn't mean that I can harm you or you harm me. That's not freedom of speech. And then 3rd is when we talk about people, when we talk to people, first we have to understand, who am I talking to? Is my neighbor really hate me, or is he ignorant? And the way I need to respond to either one of them is different, and the tools are different. And it is my job and my responsibility to give the right message to the right kind of people. اللهم اجعلنا ممن يستمعون القول ويتبعون أحسنه. اللهم اغفر لنا وللمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك يا مولانا قريب مجيب الدعوات. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم وأقيموا الصلاة.